tag team match of the evening, and the Young Bucks looking a little queer without the PWG World Tag Team Championships around their waists.
Number 5 is a tag team match scheduled for one fall with a 60-minute time limit. Introducing first, a combined weight of 565 pounds. They are the former Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions and the current IWGP Heavyweight Tag Champions. They are Hanson and Raymond Rowe, the War Machine.
Hanson and Raymond Rowe just recently beating Tenkozy, Hiroyoshi Tenzan, and Satoshi Kojima for the IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Championship.
A combined weight of 410 pounds. Representing Rancho Cucamonga, California. Matt and Nick Jackson,
The Young Bucks essentially giving up a Leo Rush in weight to War Machine. Though this is not the first time these two teams have met before. Numerous occasions in Ring of Honor. And despite the fact that they are both in New Japan together simultaneously, the Young Bucks competing in the junior heavyweight division. So interesting dichotomy here. We have Hanson and Raymond Rowe against Nick and Matt Jackson. Rick Knox with the unenviable task to try to keep order in this matchup. Knox, of course, very storied history with the Young Bucks, though, does his best to keep his neutrality intact. War Machine proffering their hands for a handshake. The Young Bucks have something sweeter in mind. And, you know, tonight could probably be subtitled Game Over Man, the Battle of the Big Bastards. You saw Keith Lee, Jeff Cobb, Michael Elgin, and now War Machine. Hanson starting things off for War Machine in the ring with Matt Jackson, the former Pro Wrestling Guerrilla World Tag Team Champions. Losing it to Penta El Cerro M and Ray Phoenix last month in that three-way tag team match. Matt trying for some psychological warfare on the War Beard, but Hanson does not seem to be quite psyched out. Oh, look at this, the Big Bastard entrance. As Nick Jackson, the younger of the two Bucks, starting things off with Hanson ducking under the collar elbow, and Matt telling Nick he's got complete faith in him. Actually reasoning with him that he is the younger brother. Oh, and Hanson with a huge shoulder tackle. Another one taking Nick off his feet. Now Hanson launches Nick pillar to post. And Nick had a very, very unfriendly landing there. Hanson scoops him up. Nick floats behind. Too sweet to the eyeballs. And now Matt wants to be tagged in. Matt tags in, charges in. Oh, just gets pancaked by Hanson. And now Raymond Rowe seeing his first action in a Pro Wrestling Guerrilla ring. Charges in with the elbow, rolls him through. Hanson, diving splash. A lot of weight to be coming down on the chest of Matt Jackson. Textbook body slam. Oh, look at this, Ray Rowe. Picking up Hanson. Oh, just squashing Nick as the Young Bucks retreat to the outside, and I think actually retreating to the backstage. They want no part of this. Rick Knox begins the 20 count. No. Oh, they're calling for the timeout. Again, professional wrestling, unlike mixed martial arts, no timeouts offered, despite the fact there are many that attempt to be taken. Nick and Matt collecting themselves on the outside. Didn't really talk over any strategy. I think just regrouping as Nick comes back in. Of course, the Young Bucks part of Bullet Club. Oh, Nick immediately going for the tag, and Hanson just intercepting him. Back. Oh, look at this little 15% by War Machine. Matt tags in, and now this is where the Young Bucks have the advantage. The speed, the agility. War Machine are bruisers, but the rapid fire attacks of the Young Bucks really winning the day for them so far. Shouts to Big Ken as the Elite about to take to the skies. Nope, Tope Suicida. War Machine puts on the brakes and a meeting of the minds on the outside. Now Rowan Hanson. Oh, no! Oh, the Young Bucks super kick, aborting the dive attempt. I'm not sure the Young Bucks could have recovered from that if War Machine were to hit the dives. Stereo topes, perhaps. War Machine, after the super kicks, regrouping on the outside. Nick assists his brother, double drop kick, and goes over the top. Lands on his feet, making it look too easy. The Young Bucks, despite the fact that they lost the Pro Wrestling Guerrilla World Tag Team Championships, this match is it's got to be an element of pride for them, with War Machine coming into what is essentially their house. They have been synonymous with Pro Wrestling Guerrilla for so long, and to have another tag team, despite the fact that they are so decorated, they have so many accolades. Oh, look at this. Matt just wrenching the beard. Rick Knox trying to get him to break the illegal hold as Nick climbs to the top. Double sledge on the beard. And you can see that the eyes of Hanson are just watering from having those follicles pulled so tightly together. Just wrenching it over and over and over again. Ray Rowe pleading with Rick Knox, have you no compassion? Double stomp on the beard. And Raymond Rowe staring a hole in the head of Matt Jackson. I think War Machine knows that, you know, for whatever little hurts, having your beard tugged on like that, there are more damaging things that the Young Bucks could be doing. Oh, look at this. Rick Knox getting in the way of Raymond Rowe, trying to prevent him from coming in the ring as Hanson's fighting out of the corner, taking on both the Bucks. Whoa! Hanson just squashes Matt, tags out to Rowe, Rowe tags in. Deadlift, belly to belly suplex, Nick comes in, throws the line, Rowe ducks under. clutch. Exploder over the top. Nick goes out of the ring. Boot to the midsection, though, by Matt. Raymond Rowe eats a right hand from Matt Jackson. And Rowe just slowly locking eyes with Matt, trying to intimidate him. They have the size advantage, but the Young Bucks not easy. Oh, headbutting the elbows. Raymond Rowe with the forehead made of steel. Bypasses the super kick, low kick, knee to the midsection. Rolling right hand just absolutely starches Matt Jackson.
You okay?
Rowe tags out to Hansen. Now, Hansen with a big sledge. A second one, this time across the back of Matt. Now, diving sledge across the chest. Matt trying to tag out to Uncle Dave. Shot between the eyes. War Machine tags. Making great tag team work here. Usually the forte of the Young Bucks, though. War Machine, no strangers. Oh, look at that. The knees right between the eye. Or the knee right between the eyes of Matt Jackson. As Hansen threw him in. Raymond Rowe, of course, a product of the Cleveland area. Spent a lot of time toiling in the Midwest. But when he and Hansen came together as War Machine, that was really the launching point for both men. Now, as I mentioned, currently the IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Champions. With a victory that over Tenkozy, these guys perennial. New Japan stalwarts, and War Machine just going in there and taking over, hoping to do much the same here in Pro Wrestling Guerrilla. Knocking off the Young Bucks would be a huge feather in their cap, especially in their debut match. As Raymond Rowe just muscling Matt Jackson into the corner. Nick trying to proffer some advice. As Matt just rapid fire attack on both members of War Machine. A double push kick. Matt goes up with that stunner. Mariposa stunner. Not something we're used to seeing. Usually the crowd here in Reseda reviles the Young Bucks, but I think they're rooting for them just because of the size disparity. Whoa! Skins the cat back in after the baseball sliding drop kick. Oh, sliced bread! And now Nick tags in. Ducks the clothesline, roundhouse kick to Hansen, Solva to Rowe, back elbows, screw high kick, running knee strike, lariat bulldog by Nick Jackson. He is a house of fire. Single leg drop kick, catching Hansen right on the chin, knocking him off the apron. Shoulder to the midsection on Rowe.
You can suck it as well.
Facebuster goes out. Moonsault to the outside off the apron. The Young Bucks with the upper hand, despite the immense size disparity. Now Hansen being rolled into the ring. Both members of War Machine. Center of the ring, the Young Bucks.
Bat double.
A little bit of coaching by the younger brother, Nick. As the Bucks go up to the top, double crossbody. For a meeting of the minds again. Oh no, War Machine just backing up the Bucks, squashing them in the corner. Irish whip, do-si-do reversal, double super kick. Now Rowe getting strung up in the corner. Nick charges in. Oh, just squashing Hansen. And now Nick, double stomp. It's a reverse DDT. Lung blower. And the Young Bucks going to work on War Machine. Matt and Nick both going up to the top. War Machine back to their feet. Oh, elbow shot. Big boot by Hansen. And now Hansen has his pick. Which of the Jackson brothers? Both of the Jackson brothers. As he is just squashing them in the corner. Hansen, after countless lariats on the Young Bucks, does not seem to be winded at all. His chest is puffing, but he's still got gas left in the tank. Oh, look at this Rowe as his partner up. Oh! Assisted stink face by War Machine. They are just brutalizing the Young Bucks. Now Matt pulling Nick. Up on the shoulders, shots to the top of the head of Rowe. Matt floats over. Oh! Leaping. Oh, look at that! Nick hops up, hook on Ronda soul butt. 3-4 consecutive soul butts in the midsection. Super kick catch, 15%. Nick went for the crucifix. Rowe threw him over the top and hit him with the rising knee strike. Matt still holding his jaw from that errant super kick by his brother. Went for the bulldog now, the backbreaker by Rowe. Gutbuster. Just doctor bombs him down. Now Hansen up. Nick, though, sees his brother's in danger. Oh, knees up by Matt. Rowe charging in, gets the low bridge by Nick. Rowe spills to the outside. Nick Jackson up to the top. Swanton bomb! No! Hansen hangs on! Picks him up, powerbomb. Uh-oh. Nick Jackson isn't a... Whoa! Springboard lariat by Hansen, German suplex. Oh, Nick kicks out. Hansen to the outside. For the tag, he wants to get back in. He wants to inflict more damage on Nick Jackson. Nick pulled himself up to his feet, or up to one knee, I should say, by the ropes. War Machine sends him in. Rowe pops him up. Hansen onto Hansen's shoulder. I'm thinking teamwork. Oh no! That little boggle right there allowed Nick to gain the upper hand. With the tiaras on Rowe, and now the shots in the midsection on Hansen. Double Irish whip. Well, Hansen cartwheels through. Double catch, double powerbomb on the super kicks. And now Matt and Nick lying atop one another as Hansen heading to the top rope. But he's taking his time. Seems like the Young Bucks may have recovered. Hansen up to the top. Boom! Salt press, nobody home. Double super kick on Rowe. Oh, Mori driver. And now Nick up to the top rope. 450, risky business. 1, 2. No, Hansen kicks out. Rowe has been effectively neutralized after the Young Bucks forced Hansen to hit that Omori driver. Now Nick trying to bring his opponent up to his feet, though. I doubt he had very much to do with it. Hansen, I think, more standing up on his own volition. Wow, they're thinking Meltzer driver. You can't wrench him up. Matt instructed him to do it for Uncle Dave. Wow! Incredible strength by Nick. Rowe catching Matt. Leg lariat, powerbomb. Now Rowe powerbombing Nick onto Matt. War Machine just destroying the Young Bucks. And now Hansen up to the top. Hansen up to the top rope. Huge splash. 1, 2. Now the Young Bucks kick out. The Young Bucks still alive in this match. Unbelievable. Now Hansen and Rowe plotting their next move, which may actually be the demise of the Bucks. Nick isolated in the ring. Now double chokes. No. Big right hands by Nick. Big chops, rights and chops. Nick really sticking to his guns with that suck it. Power slam combination. Oh, Hansen! Tope suicida! Oh, Nick able to kick out. Rowe can't believe it, and neither can I. Hansen going up to the top. Rowe again with Nick isolated. Picks him up off of his knees. Just huge leg drop. No, Nick kicks out again. This is why the Young Bucks are perhaps the preeminent tag team. Oh, rolls him up. 1, 2, 3. What? Raymond Rowe gets rolled up by Nick Jackson. And the Young Bucks with an unthinkable victory over War Machine. So this is far from over.